is imperative. We like to put don't know about other like this. Stay with this, what is where to stay in. And just won't fit. I'm about to do for a long time ago. Basically, I can't name a note, so ladies, if you want me to rap some accent, like the way you do, because I'm simply singing. Look around and you're trying to wait one more. If you get real wet, one more. So I'm sure, you know what I mean. It's a run. But listen to me, I see this, my baby, I follow up. I like to leave you off. So you think I'm doing right. This is your ride. Does it all together. See, I'm putting the girl on the book. Let's make it go. Push me back to it. You things that I don't see. One toe. One toe. Say how you
This will be the West Coast version. I went to New York in 1997, and I told them that I made a West Coast version of Rapid Get Light, Sugar Hill Gang. Could have done that had that Biggie, shit. And I'm like, oh, this is my shit. Yeah. All you ladies who took me for a dance, come on up this step. Yeah. Right there. Out of school, I wouldn't change no flip. Say it to life. Tell us the door. The bird I'm getting you off. Take the kiss in the sand. Yeah. Shame go to school. Everything goes bad. You wake up. Who plus? Girl, make sure you was so much guy. Coming off something you need to do. Just did it again. Wrap it up. Who said do nothing? With her. I got it. You call me this. You call me that. Get up, think, lay on you. By the way that I'm like, but you can step, don't get off. Like me. Let's be on that rock. 24/7 somebody. No, you don't want to. Like you coming down, but don't get all that. What is it? Ready, not y'all saying things I love dancing. I was from California, but I just Cali, I got some from you. See, talk every day, I'm shit, but I'm going to say, at the scale. Once got one thing from school, we made the beat. School did so school with a degree. See, I'm older, but I lonely, feel myself. Put your arm in, both the arms, just do the level. Get all together, pop the chat. Cause I'm only losing blood, and get on this. Cause I'm in my chest, so talented. So serious, it's your mind. And I remind this shit. Look at hands, everybody knows I'm just saying. Get out the stage, like nothing what to do. Doing love, get out the night, girl, and big girl. Open up, y'all. Get a post. That's my speed, so get on. Get there, yeah, go ahead and have it. But it's all these shit, get it. Really should. So the time all the big I just wanna look at me. Shut off, yeah, Joe. But I'm super good, see, yeah, up. Big man, boy, trees, move, simple, the rest of don't do it, gonna show it. We're on the skin, fresh shoulders in the day of the week, look at the beach. We cold. On the show, on the baseball. You don't see and see. I wish my time was cool, look at you. Leave my friend, think I'm coming to my new ready to go to work. See something like I discovered this in control. See if I do me or us. But see, that's the first thing I look at is things and second. I don't be a minute, it's my heritage. But like the movie, just don't know about it, but I know I can take a chance. Start getting here, start taking, and just go say, I'm a person, I'm a long time, I'm a
this is just that way. So now I'm in the party scene. Well, baby, like this show, go to your car, you might chop, get your a smooth nigga, breaking your soul alive. Nigga, I'm going high to the suicide. Cause just watch you up like time. This ain't part of the super ride. This outcome, go dry. All good great like Boston place. See you hate when I'm not about thing. All rebels, I'm ready to fuck out of one. Hold up, do it all right. Do it to your dream, do it for myself. Not no friends alone, but I'm lonely in myself. Hope still on me, man. Always gonna say, oh, I'm too tough. But all together, fuck that chat. Cause I'm gonna get all beats, full of beat in my chest, so talented. Some days your name's get mine. Girl, fuck this shit. Put the hands in the right, doing out little things. You're not to stay better than what I do. Do what love, spit around, so like this girl, big friends, what love, y'all. Get a bunch of doing this fun, see it, show, get off. Get down, yeah, right now. But it's all this day, get it, when you should, but I'm not going to see it like you do. Aw, shit, but see, that's mostly I'm looking at pieces. Sitting alone with your feelings, some purity. Let the news, don't know my other this shit, yeah. So I'm getting rich, I'm staying. It just won't stay. I'm gonna let me go wrong. Tell me, make me out of here, they don't go so old. And maybe wax on wax, yeah. Right away, what you do, what is that, sir? Oh, what am I? Try to wait, no more. If you're real, wait, no more. So I'm gonna show you what I'm leaving this is nothing. But 16, just move the party to me. I'm feeling all follow up. I like to read these all. Smooth it out there. It's still around. Let's go on here. Tell them that this girl was the road. But it's been moved. It's too smooth not to. In the case that I see, walk through. Who's gonna be walk over, step your side. Said, how you doing? They want to ask me, you thought it was funny, I'm so funny. They ain't nothing, my mom gets stood. She get in the room, I act cool. Look at her, I wanted to use look at Singapore, I got busy. They're like, man, I need to see I classy. Two person, French, two rich, it's mine, she's a bitch, get out. Comments all over me, just like ladies, just a list of KP. Sounds fully Katie. You gotta do something, just stick it on lady, it'll be unique. No matter what the world. Shoot me or do the whole thing you go some steps, off some decks, that reminds me, then they start packing and go on a trip. I'm a shit, hold my tip, I look like a kid. Do it yesterday, the girl that ain't making a thing. Once she old, get old, like you're a good girl, got one like clothes on real, that's the deal. Don't care how you feel, use it around, down, hang on my left heel, that is up again. If I'm getting loose, feeling you up, got plenty of juice, there's no run shut. Yo, that's me smooth and looking, bro. And as you know, here's the intro. Touch me. We represent each other. Give me another
All right. We back. So you must understand. Of course. See what it is, see. Because of the propaganda, you must realize that more states coming to town. I believe March the 25th. That's this month. It's coming to, I believe it's coming to Beverly Hills. So we got a lot of people trying to, jump on the bandwagon, because It's all about Donald Trump black version. That's what it is. Donald Trump black version that was written by Prince, performed by Morris Day at the time. The time. See that's the thing. That's the. See, you must understand. You can't. Sometimes people run out of ideas. So because of that, we got people that's willing to try anything. You know. So basically, I never. I mean, me myself personally. You know, I really don't. I really just do what I've been doing. You know. I mean, since I was a kid. I mean, stuff that I wrote, stuff that I sung about. I've sung. Written, and since I was a teenager. You know. And I'm near going on. You know, half of a century old. You know what I'm saying? Half of a century. You know. So because of that, a lot of people that's coming under me, they have no direction. So they have to just basically guess about what to do in life. You know, how to market themselves, how to survive, how to exist. You know, so they're taking these these things they might have read about, learned, and been told, and trying to put it into a situation like they're really involved in it, but they really not involved in nothing, cause they really don't know shit. They just heard about shit, was told shit, but never experienced shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing like experiencing, and some of those experiences a lot of people have died from, passed away, couldn't come back from, whether it's they're 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 not making it through, or the ones that might have made it through don't talk about it because of fear. You have to understand fear has a lot to do with a lot of reasons why things are the way they are. Why people have a tendency to go about giving out misleading information, which is all propaganda, which all comes with lies and all that stuff. You know. So when you see people, you know, going up there talking about this and talking about that, but look like they're doing what, or they're involved in what they're against. You know, you ever notice that? I told y'all where I was raised, how I was raised, and you know when I was raised, the time that I was going through that, and I never had problems with the people that I was raised around. I had problems with the people who I wasn't raised around. Those are the ones I had problems with. The ones I'm not, the ones I wasn't raised around. Um, but I knew them. I knew them because my parents was there. You know, the people that they brought me around. My parents brought me around. The people that brought the people that my parents didn't bring me around, they didn't have to bring me around them because I lived around them. So I wasn't brought around them. I lived around them, so I was no need for me to bring them around. The people that they brought me around was people that kept me, you know, molded into what which I had no fear of. But see, those are the ones who seem to always want to try to come and mess up everything that I start. Cause I got everything down. I got everything squared away. But then there's always somebody that come, you know, and usually the one of them that don't know nothing, that don't know shit. It's the ones that don't know shit. They think they know shit. They think they know a lot. I might even think they know a lot. But then when you start to listen and keep listening and keep listening, you start to realize these niggas don't know. Damn, these niggas don't know shit. Here I am putting these fools on a pedestal, thinking that I don't know shit. When in their heart, they don't know shit. They're just hiding behind. shit. They're hiding behind it, you know. So shit comes in all kinds of form. People don't understand that. When I go back to President Donald Trump talking about shithole countries, shit can be positive and negative. It's how you it's where you want to put it. You know, you ain't shit, but you could be the shit. You know, so you have to understand the whole the whole concept of what the truth really is. Cause like I said, truth can be lies real quick. Cause that's what people try to turn it to, lies. But the truth can set you free. But people don't want to be free. People want to be in slavery. So all that's, white people this, white people that. You put it. Why would I talk about somebody who, you know, not giving them power? If whoever you fight, they're winning. If you fight, whatever you fight, they're winning. I never had to fight white people. I'm the one who taught white people. I raised up white people. You know, I raised them up. So, what would I talk about somebody that I raised up? But anyways, that's another story. I mean, it's the same story. It's just hard to really, get your mind where I want you to get it because you don't see what I see. Because you never experienced what I experienced. You just think you have. You know? So stop giving out these false. You got kids coming up, and they're pretty much being raised the way I was raised now, in 2018. They're coming up the way I'm coming up, okay? What they're getting is they get these haters who don't know what they know, or what they're experiencing. So they're telling them all this bullshit that's causing them to get killed, causing them to get because what you have to understand is what you got to understand is, let's see how I can put this without confusing you more than what you already confused. 'Cause that's what it's all about. It's all about confusion. A lot of people are just confused because they don't know which way to turn to. But how can you? There's only one way to turn to, and that's the spirit of the Most High. But you don't know the spirit of the Most High because you don't know who you are. That's what I had. That's what I've always known. I've always known who I was. I just didn't know how to put in perspective about what it really is because you have so many people giving out false false information. Then when you finally find something that's truthful, it makes sense to you. Somebody try to come and tear that down. So that's the way the battle is. So that's why you gotta stay on the page, stay on the path of righteousness. If you stay on the path of righteousness, you can't fail. You can't fail. If you can't find the path of righteousness and you can't seem to, then what you need to do is stay away from these people that's giving it to you. Get you a pet. Pet will show you a dog or I don't know about cats. I don't mess around with cats. But I was raised with dogs mostly. But yeah, pretty much all my pets were just dogs. And dogs and. You watch a dog, you'll see nobody taught that dog how to do that. They just doing it naturally, righteousness. But then you say but then I could meet a dog and say, why is that dog? Because the owner's like that. That dog is negative because the owner's negative. I could tell a lot about a dog. I could tell a lot about a person by looking at their dog, by watching their dog how they pet dog act, how the pet dog responds to me, how the dog plays with me, how the dog acts and emotional. Because the owner acts like that. So if you want to know what life's really about, get you a dog and do the right thing by that dog and see how that dog acts, see how that dog portrays himself in society. Because that dog is you. Let's go game.